What's up, everybody? I'm of course the one, the only, the Joker of Yu-Gi-Oh! Representing Team FTK, and today, guys, I'm bringing you guys a Burn Speed Duel deck profile. Now, this deck is really fun. I have said in the title, the reason, this isn't clickbait, guys, this can actually pull off an FTK. If you go second, there is a really fun combo, as long as you don't get screwed over, or like, Sphere Kariboed, or, stopped in any way. It can pull off an FTK, guys, and I will show you how after the deck profile portion. But before I even get into the deck profile, I can't stop laughing because, guys, it is Christmas for me, guys. It is the season to be burning for Team FTK, for that is why I must bring you a burn deck profile on this Christmas day. Now, I am in Australia, so yes, it is Christmas Day for me, but it might be, Christmas Day for you tomorrow, or it could have already happened. If it has, please tell me what in the comment section down below, what you're happy about, what you got, all that. And if Christmas is tomorrow for you, save this video tomorrow and, you'll enjoy a burn deck profile on Christmas, because that is the most greatest gift that Team FTK can truly give you. And that is why we must also give you an FTK deck profile on Christmas. So that is 2 gifts from us to you. Hopefully you guys enjoy this deck profile. So without further ado, let's get right into it, shall we? Okay, so here it is, guys. I can't stop laughing because the fact is I pretty much threw this deck together after sneak peek. I've been messing around with it here and there. I have been working like crazy because it's Christmas season, guys, so I've been able to sit at my computer as much as I would like to. But, when I've been able to play this deck has been absolutely fun. It is really ridiculous because you can actually pull off an FTK with this deck. It's one of the few first, speed duel decks that you can actually pull off a really good FTK. But not only that, it's a really fun burn deck. So as I said, it's got to be the best Christmas gift that Team FTK can give you without actually giving you something that you can hold. But I mean, if you get all the cards, you can hold this. So there's one for you. But anyway, guys, basically the whole deck is Gravekeeper's Curse, you're summoning it, and you're burning your opponent using the skill card Cocoon of Ultra Evolution. I will have a picture of it, as you guys can see. It's right over here for you. And, you can read that down there if you want. Basically what it is, when the first effect of the whole searching you don't really use. One of the effects of the whole searching you don't really use. But the effect of being able to tribute a insect monster with an equipped spell to be able to special summon an insect from your deck is the skill that you do use. And it is with Parasite Paranoid, which I feel should have just been called Paranoid Parasite. It's more fun to say. But either way, basically this whole card is a quick effect. It's absolutely great. You can use it from, on your opponent's turn. And you target one face-up monster on the field, equip it to that monster, and it becomes an insect. Now, the effect of it, stopping from being able to attack other insects doesn't really affect this deck because, as you can see, pretty much the insects you bring out are the ones that are from this. But you can also help protect your own insects, and that's why it's also good to run 3. Now, this is a really expensive card for this deck, but other than this 3 and the Floodgates, that's your only expensive cards. But unfortunately, I'm waiting on mine. Mine are coming after December. Mine are coming in January during my birthday time, so it's fun for that, but I really want to give you guys this deck profile today. Because, as I said, Christmas, come on. It's gotta be the gift for you. And this whole deck is basically, as I said, it's straight up burning, equipping this to your opponent's monster, being able to then tribute your opponent's monster, and then bring out a beast, and then use Paranoid's second effect of when it is sent to the graveyard because it was equipped to a monster, you can special summon another insect that is level 7 or higher from your hand, ignoring its summoning conditions. Now, the insects I run are double Metal Armored Bug and 1 Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. Now, this is just the ratio that works for me. The reason I only run the 1 Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, yes, you can run 2, but, if for some, you can only use the skill once. So, after you bring this out, the other Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, if it's not in your hand, it's dead in your deck. Where Metal Armored Bug, you can still tribute off, your own stuff and all that and bring it out. So that's why I like to run that. I have actually played a couple duels where I've had to actually tribute it, and you're going to see a couple duel videos at the end of this video, as well as the combo that is the FTK that this deck really works with, which hopefully you guys will all enjoy. But yeah, that's why I run the double 2, as well as the time I didn't run the 3, big beast monsters, I drew the 2 and then I ended up clogging it in my hand and I couldn't bring anything out because Cocoon says it has to be from the deck. It doesn't say that, it can be from the hand. It has to be from the deck. Next card I run is Flint. The reason I run Flint is with Mask of the Accursed. As I said, this is burn as well as, the FTK to bring out, your insane monster. All you basically do is Gravekeeper's Curse, make them burn for 500, equip their monster with Flint, and, just wait till you get a cursed, bring out a cursed, and, just burn your opponent. The great thing about this deck is a lot of people don't run a lot of back row destruction cards anymore because of Waking the Dragon, so they fear out for that. So that's what makes this deck really fun. But on top of that, I also run the 3 Floodgate Trap Holes. So basically this whole deck does: your opponent summons something, Floodgate. Your opponent summons something else, Floodgate. Your opponent summons a 3rd monster, cool. I'm just going to equip 3 Mask of the Accursed to it and burn you. Or, in your first turn, they bring out their insanely powerful monster. Let's say they've got no back for some reason. Summon Gravekeeper's Curse, activate Parasite Paranoid, have at least one of the insects in your hand. That's the game. That's the FTK right there. But I will show it so it's, showed better for you guys. Then, of course, I just run the Double Jar of Avarice. The reason this is just to purely and simply recycle your cards. It is a burn deck, so you really do want to recycle your cards. Any burn deck should just run this card, as well as most other decks should start to just run one of these, and the reason it being is because your opponent has a small chance of running it, and they might try to top you, get you to draw out your entire deck, and if that happens, it really does suck. And then for the side, I just tucked in 3 Blast Sphere and 3, Sphere again, just to make it look pretty. You can run any side card that works great for you. I just decided to put in Sphere, because if I don't want to run Flint for some reason, I'll run Sphere. Depending on what deck I'm going up against, I'll run Blast Sphere instead of, Flint. So Flint's the main card that always does get taken out of this deck, because primarily I just want to have Gravekeeper's Curse, Mask of the Accursed, and just, use my Paranoid. That's it. And you never really want to take out Floodgate Trap Hole because it stops 90% of monsters. The reason I say 90% is there are a couple, for example, because you're bringing out on the skill, the current rules are that, you can't really use Floodgate Trap Hole on the skill that brings out your insect, but with Paranoid Parasite, you can use it on that effect. So that's why I say 90%. It's more, of course, but, depending on what they're bringing out. But that is my burn Parasite, burn Paranoid deck profile for you guys. I just wanted to make it for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It's really fun. I recommend testing it out. This is just the build that works for me. Everyone, just please test your own versions. If you want to run more of the insect lineup and less of the burn, that's fine. I recommend putting in Summoner's Art, if you primarily just want to go for the insects and then end the game. But that's just what I recommend. This is a really fun deck to play, and if you want to complain, if you want to blame anyone for giving me this idea, it was actually one of you. You commented down below. I'm so sorry that I can't remember your YouTube title. I also don't want to mention it for, legal reasons and all that. I don't want anyone riffing on you, of course. But you're the one to blame, mate. When you referenced the moth and all that, I started putting this deck together and it's been a lot of fun. So I want to say thank you to you, man. Absolutely legend. But hopefully to all of you, you enjoyed this deck profile. Hopefully you guys enjoy these duel videos, which are about to come off as soon as I sign off, guys, which of course is now, after I say the few simple things of, keep on dueling, everyone. Hopefully you guys just keep on smiling. Enjoy this game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Whichever one you're playing. Have yourself a Merry Christmas. Enjoy your family time. And to everyone, until next time, that ends it for me, the one, the only, the Joker of Yu-Gi-Oh! Representing Team FTK, signing off.